Hi guys, if you're new here, my name is Sam and I make videos about makeup, chronic illness, and whatever I want. And today we are doing a panning update on all my projects. So I'm going to do an update on the products I picked last time and then go over the products I'm picking for March. I did get a bullet journal where I have been tracking everything. I have drawn all of my palettes and am marking things off as I use them. I also have where all of my lipsticks are going, and I'll be writing my thoughts on each one and if I'm keeping them and whatnot. And then here is my Panopoly pages. I've been marking it off. I'll go in with marker once they're finalized, but I want to be able to erase things if I messed up, which I am notorious for doing. So let's start with my, what was I calling it? Like Pan That Palette? Is that what it's called? No Pan Left Behind. Oh my god. My brain is just not functioning. I have so much going on right now. My desk is a mess. The palettes I had picked, I did not bring that list over here. I have 2.5 left. We'll get into that in a second. Let me look through here. I use a BH Sugar Cone, which I have since decluttered. I did use every pan in that palette. The Pat McGrath Nude Allure, also decluttered, used every pan in that palette. Those are actually the only two from that project I used everything in. Now, we had a combined one, which was the Blend Money Longing palette, which I rolled in Panopoly, and I did use every shade in it. So the goal with Panopoly was to use it 5 times, and I used it 6 times. So I accomplished both by using every pan and using it the 5 times that I planned. So I was happy with that. Now on to the palettes I have not used, so they're going to be rolling over into March. The first I'm wearing on my eyes today, and honestly I cannot tell how I feel about it still, which this is why I was happy to pick this one. I'm going to have to make a decision once I grade it, but I don't know. And it's the Oden's Eye Flora Story palette. With this, it's okay. So I've used 6 shades in this so far. And it doesn't look bad, but it's not really impressing me. And I don't know. I gotta use the rest of the shades to see how I feel about it before I fully make a decision. Why I didn't finish my palettes is just a lot of stuff has happened in January and February. Health-wise, personal life-wise. I'm basically getting migraines once a week, which wipes me out for 2 to 3 days. So 2 to 3 days I'm not messing with makeup. The next palette that was on the list that I did not get through is the Mary Jane palette by Milk Cosmetics. I haven't used any in that so far, as well as the Friday the 13th palette by Glamlight. So those 3 palettes will be rolling over into my March No Pan Left Behind. And then I decided to add 3 more because I used half of the Flora story today, and a couple of these are fairly small. So the first one is going to be the Oden's Eye Sea Talk palette. I love this palette so much, so I know this will not be getting decluttered already. And then we're adding another Glamlight, and it's the Ghostface Lives palette. Also love it, and it's not going to be going anywhere. I already know that. And then this one might finally be getting decluttered. We might see a lot of Melt declutters. This is the Melt Vita palette. It looks like this. We'll see. Like, why I think I might end up decluttering this is there's only 2 shimmers. They're not at all impressive. And while I love the mattes and they're pretty, I absolutely know I have these colors in other palettes where I might prefer the formula. But we'll see. I won't know until I try it out, Now, let's go over the lip a week. First up is Chanel Suzanne. We're obviously keeping her. I still feel exactly the same about this lipstick as I did when I started the project. So she is a winner. Honestly, all of these but one are keep. Where did I lose the one? Okay. Then we have Black Moon Cosmetic Ashes. I love their liquid lip formula. It's so comfortable and the colors are beautiful. I would, in the future, definitely pick up more shades from that. Then we have 710 by Melt. This I paired with MAC Chestnut. It made the most beautiful, like, mid-tone brown color. That might be a regular pairing for me. Then we have Melt Laced. I am obsessed with this color, and wearing it made me realize I need to wear it more. Then we have this one that I'm wearing today, MAC Velvet Teddy, a really nice nude color. I know they have like new Velvet Teddies out. The original is not the same color, which is kind of a bummer, but I am interested in Teddy Cool. Then we have the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Unicorn Blood. I love this color, but this smells like crayon, so I never ended up using it. I'm going to keep it, much like my other stash, to try to find a replacement, like a dupe. I think I found one actually from Black Moon Cosmetics, so keep it for swatching purposes, but that is getting decluttered and I didn't use it. As for the colors that I'm going to be using in March, I picked out 6, but 2 are lip glosses meant to go on top of these. I picked Thanks It's MAC by MAC as like my nude for the month. This is Most Curious by ColourPop. It was from an Alice in Wonderland collection. Then I have Electric Poppy by Charlotte Tilbury, which looks very similar to that ColourPop one, and I want to test both of them to see almost like which I like more. Might not be necessary to keep both. Then I have this YSL 44, I guess is the name. Another nude, but much more pink. And then 2 glosses. I don't know that we'll be able to see it. One is kind of an orange with a pink glitter, and one is a pink with kind of like a golden silver glitter in it. And I got these free with an order, and I have not tried them yet, so thought it would be a good time to add those. Now let's talk about Panopoly. My first product was the Urban Decay Stay Naked Concealer, and I chose to finish it rather than a usage, and I'm like here in it. I can't 100% tell, but I'm somewhere in the last like quarter of it, and I'm finally gonna call it on this. As you can see my dark circles through this. It is just too thin, and I'm just not enjoying it. It's a nice product, but I'm almost done with it, and I can tell that too much air is getting in it, and it's making it a little, not quite dry, but like goopy, so I think it's time to call it. I have been using it every time I do my makeup since I picked it out, so I've lost count probably like 10 times. We're gonna call that as a declutter, and I'm going to just say that it's finished. The next one, I didn't bring it over here. It was my newest product, which is the Blend Bunny Longing Palette. I used it the 5 times, and I actually used every shade in it. It is a phenomenal palette. I have nothing negative to say about it. It was a joy to use. Then we have the blush. It was 10 uses, and I chose the CoverFX Spiced Cinnamon. That's not you, that's this. I really like this color. I'm wearing it right now. It's such a beautiful, like, cool weather shade, but I don't know if it's the age of the product or my skin or both. It's kind of like catching on dry patches and not blending as well. I'm trying to get a wipe out. It's not blending as well as I would like it to, and it's fairly old, so I don't know if it's the product formula, the fact that it's old, or my skin just aging, you know, multiple years since I got it. But I used it 7 times. I'm just gonna call this, and it's also gonna be a declutter. My most used product, the Benefit Gimme Brow. My goal was to finish it. I did finish it. Nothing bad to say about it. Got my replacement because it's my favorite brow product. Then we had eyeliner, 10 uses. These are the Stila liquids I chose to use. It was 10 uses, which didn't happen because some of the looks I did just didn't really call for this. The eyeliner was too bold for the look I was doing, I suppose. I used it 5 times. So I used it half. I really love these. I refound my love for them and my confidence in them, so they're definitely staying. I'm not sure if I would repurchase them necessarily because I'm finding that liquid eyeliner is just maybe more bold than I want to commit to for my looks, but it's definitely made me appreciate my love for eyeliner, and I might have get a drugstore version to keep in my arsenal for when I do want that. Yeah, let's go over what I rolled for March, which I realized I forgot to pick a product, so we'll pick it together once I get to it. First, primer that I will use 5 times. I thought I only had 1 primer, but I found 2 in my drawer. 1 is unopened, so we're not going to touch it. This one is opened, and it got pushed to the back, and it's Benefit Professional. Last time I used this, I remember liking it. However, this time of year, maybe not. We'll see how it works over some hydration, but my skin is just very dry right now, so I need as much hydration as I can get. I don't know how this is gonna go, but we're gonna use it 5 times and see what happens. The next is a blush using 5 times, and I'm going to go with another CoverFX blush. I'm going with Warm Honey this time. Basically, my goal here is to work through the last, I think I have 4 total. So after this one, I have 2 more CoverFX blushes, and I kind of want to work through them to see if it was just that particular blush or if they're all just not going to work for me. But I thought this one went well with the palettes I have chosen for this month. One of the other ones I was looking at was kind of too similar to Spice Cinnamon, just like a lighter version, so I like this one. Next one is a challenge, and I have to do it 5 times, and it is makeup trends. So I need to look up some makeup trends. I'm not on TikTok anymore, so I have not seen any to be up to date. So I'm going to have to look into that. Let me know down below if you know any makeup trends that you would like me to try. Maybe I could film that, actually. That's a good idea. Next is the You Choose eye product, and I have to do it 20 times, and I have no flippin' idea. What am I going to use 20 times? I mean, my eye primer, but I literally use that every time I do my makeup, so is that cheating? Should I use something else? Oh, you know, maybe I should do like a waterline situation and use it 20 times. That's a good idea. Okay, do I want to do white? Or do I want to do like a skin color? I feel like white would be more fun with the things that I chose. So let's do that. All right, we're going to use Ye Yo by Urban Decay. And then lip liner. Choose use. I did not choose a use. I'm going to go with the NYX Suede Girl By. I thought this would add some nice depth to those lip colors that I chose. Let's do like a wheel spin 4 times at least. Of course I can do more than that. Is that everything that I'm doing? I feel like I'm forgetting something. My brain is kind of mush, but I think that's all. Let me look. Yes, we got it all. Okay, so I'm up to date. I'm filming this late. I was hoping to have these chosen before March 2nd, but we are here. If you have any pan updates, let me know down below. Like I said, let me know if you have any makeup trend that you want me to try. Like I mentioned, I have no idea what the trends are right now, so I'm gonna have to look that up. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time.